Hi, Dr. Rutherford here, and we're going to answer a question today. Today's going to be, can Hashimoto's mimic MS? And the answer is, oh, absolutely. There's no question about it, because Hashimoto's can come in so many different forms. I mean, you have to understand that when your thyroid goes down, when your thyroid function goes down, it affects every single cell in your body. And depending on which cells are, let's say, more beat up or maybe more genetically susceptible, you're gonna experience those symptoms. So the point being, not everybody's gonna experience the same symptoms. Hashimoto's affects so many more specific organ systems. It affects your brain, it affects your gut, it affects mood, it affects endocrine function. I'm starting to see now that a lot of the endocrine doctors who are doing female hormonal work are also running full thyroid panels along with their hormone panels. So the point is Hashimoto's it can create all those types of symptoms. Now MS, when I used to be more strictly chiropractic in those years, I used to get a lot of people who came in and thought they had MS, and they actually had spinal problems. They actually had irritation in the nerves in their neck and irritation in the nerves in your low back. Because when you have early MS signs, when you start getting numbness and tingling in your hands and your legs together, your neurologist is going to test you for MS. That's like the earliest signs of MS. If you have Hashimoto's, oh my God, can you get numbness and tingling in your hands, in your feet? Yeah, you can get that. It should be easy to delineate that from fibromyalgia, from MS, if your doctor knows what tests to run, because there's pretty specific tests for Hashimoto's. And could you have both together? The answer is yes. Can you have, but there's specific tests for Hashimoto's, and there's specific testing for MS relative to antibodies against myelin basic proteins, which is the myelin that wears away around the nerves, that creates the symptoms of multiple sclerosis. And certainly there's different stages of tissue damage in the brain that can be imaged with MRIs. So you can kind of separate that out. You can have MS and Hashimoto's, because it's rare that somebody gets just one autoimmune problem. It's just there's very few people that come in here that have one autoimmune problem. Let me put it that way. And it's common to have Hashimoto's and autoimmune gastritis, or Hashimoto's and celiac disease, or Hashimoto's and GAD antibodies against your cerebellum, and on and on and on. Again, autoimmune gastritis and endometriosis, and so many of these things go together. And so it certainly is I don't know if it's common, because I don't see a lot of MS patients, but I do know that I do know of a couple of patients who've come in here who had MS and had Hashimoto's together. So I guess the answer is yes. Hashimoto's can affect so many different structures in the body that it can produce symptoms that are similar to those of MS, because Hashimoto's definitely can affect nerve tissue. It can affect brain tissue. I mean, you get Hashimoto's and it decreases inflammation. I mean, it decreases blood supply to the brain. It increases inflammation to the brain. Depression, poor brain function, general brain fatigue is very common with Hashimoto's. And so you can get those neurological symptoms that exist, and then Hashimoto's can, again, it can affect nerve function, and MS is a neurological issue. So, but but if you're concerned about it, there are pretty successful, pretty solid diagnostic tools to kind of delineate one from the other for you. So you have your doctor run the antibodies. If you already know you have Hashimoto's, then you wouldn't need to do that, and then you would have your doctor do a proper workup for multiple sclerosis. And sometimes that can be early, sometimes the tissue damage isn't there, but there are antibodies that can be run for MS, for damage to your myelin, which would indicate that the diagnosis of MS is probable.